internet world, what's up? So today we are still under the project of 9 Cadillac Deville. It looks real rough from this angle, but we finally got the motor off the frame. Been breaking the motor down last couple of days here. Been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to go as hard on it as I want, but you see we got the front end off. This 425 has a distributor on the front. But yeah, we took the front timing chain cover off. Today I'm going to be taking the timing chain gear off. I'm not sure about this little housing right here, how that's supposed to come off, but it's got to come off some kind of way because that chain behind it. If anybody ever wondered why you should change your oil so much, look how black it is in there, man. All that carbon buildup. That's from years and years and years of just driving a vehicle with no oil change. Now this vehicle has about 70,000 miles on it, and I don't know if that's original or if it's been rolled over, but I'm thinking that it's original. And just they never, because it was a one owner. And that's the case. He's never changed the oil in it. It's like he drove it out of the factory. There's one of my push rods still in there that I thought I had got all of them out. Look at that push rod. It's a lot of carbon buildup on that push rod. So I've got new push rods that I'm going to be putting in, new lifters that are going to be getting installed. Right now what I'm doing is breaking this thing all the way down so I can get it to the machine shop, make sure the heads and stuff are good on it, make sure the cylinders are not warped, or make sure there's no cracks up under these heads. What I'm going to need to do now though, I got a couple of bolts loose right here so I can take the heads off. See that bolt there? I had to stop in mid stride because I was about to take the heads off, but I forgot that my chain connected to my lift, that I'm gonna need to lift and put that on the engine stand. That if I take those bolts out of the head, I'm not gonna be able to lift it. So I'm gonna lift this thing up real quick and see if I can get it on the engine stand so that I can get the heads off. I gotta take the oil pan off. Once I get the oil pan off, I'm going to try to get those lifters out and get the pistons out so that it'll be ready for the guy at the machine shop. So just stay tuned. Just want to give a little update on where we at with the Caddy. Next I'm going to be going and cleaning this frame all up, wire wheeling it down, taking the brake lines and the fuel lines off, so I can clean it up and reinforce it. I talked to a guy the other day about some extended A-arms here, the rear end, and the front steering suspension. We're gonna see if we can do all chrome on it. Make it look nice and clean, you know? So yeah, just stay tuned and we'll be back at you momentarily. Smoker's Garage. Alright, so right now I got the motor on the stand like I was telling you earlier. I got one of the heads off. If you come and look here inside the head, don't worry about that stuff, it's just dirty. Got a little bit of water in there. I don't know if that's from water falling inside while I've been taking it apart. Not really sure, but as you see all of these little ports here with all this dirt, that corrosion, I probably don't have to do a full rebuild on this thing, but we're going to do it since we got the motor open, because there's so much gunk and corrosion that is built up over time. This is what happens when you put water in your motor instead of radiator fluid. It'll build up rust like this into these ports, and the more these ports, see how that port is getting clogged up, the more it clogs up like that, the less cooling of your motor will take place. So it's not a good idea to put water in your motor because that just causes rust and buildup. So right now, let's see how this looks up under the bottom of this one. And I replaced the valve cover gasket on this side once before because it was leaking oil. But as you can see that these ports here are just so kicked up with rust and corrosion. So what we're going to do is try to get these we're going to get these lifters out of here and be back to you in a moment. Alright, so as you can see, we've got most of the lifters out. I still got 2 left. So with the lifters here, get my glove on real quick. I just like having gloves on. I don't want messing with stuff that's this nasty and gunky. But yeah, with these lifters, as you can see there, I got that little spring that I want to get out of there. And I've been getting these springs out of here. Alright, so you can see there that little spring, a little clip as it's called, but that thing there kind of holds itself in whenever you release that spring, the cap on those lifters will slide out. One of those caps kind of looks like this guy here. That's the top of it. One of the lifters. I know it's in the oil, you can't really see it, but that's what it looks like. So, this nice tool here that I got off of Amazon is a lifter puller. And let's see if I can work this with one hand and keep the camera so that you can see it. So when you twist this here, if I can get it to focus, there it is. When you twist it there, those threads go down and there's a ball bearing down in the inside of this shaft here, and it spreads those out. So what you do is you go in there with it like that. Then you're gonna wanna have something. Let me see if I can. Sorry for camera footage, but when you twist it, it tightens up. When it tightens up, then it spreads out so that you can hammer it. Let me see if I can get it tight, and I'll let you see how it works. And some people may say, hey man, everybody knows that. And that may be true. But for those that don't know, like me, it's gonna be my first time using one of these, so I did not know. Go figure. And what you do is you slide this hammer up and down, and that'll make that lifter come out. Now let me see if, yeah, I don't have it tight enough yet, so let me see if I can get it tight enough to where you can see it in action. Got it tight enough. Initially trying to get these things out, they were a pain. You cannot get them out from there. But obviously the lifters needed to be replaced because them being that tight to come out of there is probably going to be too tight for them to go up and down when the motor's operating and just running. So got those out. Got one more of those to take out. I got the bottom of my oil pan off, getting this motor all tore down so we can get it over to the machine shop. Got to get those pistons out, get the crank out, get the camshaft out, and I think I got to take those freeze plugs out. Pull my motor mount brackets off, and then it should be ready for the machine shop.